Hi, hello. I'm the Queen of Daggers, Capricorn. It is your turn, and this may be the most important message I've ever had for you on this channel. Now, I would like to say, if you're returning here, fun fact, these cards are all facing you now. Yes, I'm making it easier on everyone. Cards are facing you, and they shall henceforth. Now, looking at your context, Lenormand, you are searching for something. You're searching to transform something about yourself, your view of yourself, of your accomplishments, of your life. It's been distorted. You haven't been seeing it clearly. You haven't been seeing yourself clearly. But you were looking to. You were looking to go through that which you already know, this charted territory of your mind, and find the good in it. Find a more idealistic approach, yet practical, to fully understand yourself. And I commend you on this. Now, we're starting with the Tower. I would like to remind you that the Tower is anything unexpected that happens to come across your way. The Tower could be stubbing your toe on a rock you didn't see in a garden or a parking lot. Now, for you, it's much more than that, but whatever it is, I cannot tell you what this Tower moment will be, but it will start this journey. It will certainly be something, and you will find yourself on the Fool's journey, giving to yourself, finding yourself. But you will move. You will certainly move towards it. You may move in general, honestly. Because you will learn to recognize what within you is hurt. Even if you don't want to admit it. But you have the power, you see, you have the power to find balance in that. You have the power to turn the things that have hurt you into the things that help you, into the things that create who you are, and to recognize why they did that. And I think this is very important for you, Capricorn. There's a lot you've been hiding from yourself simply for the sake of existing without the effort of self-analysis, let's say. To continue onward without worrying about what made you the way you are and how to process that accordingly. Because you walk as the wounded warrior, so the card is known. You walk as such that you've never faced your wounds. You don't want to. You've never wanted to. But it is time to face the devil and move past it, which is ironic because that happens to be your card. Capricorn, perhaps it is also a message in and of itself that you refuse to face yourself. Do think about that. Whatever's going on, it's time to heal. The worst is over. You cannot be impaled by any more swords than you already have, that's for sure. And you're learning to let them fall out as you shed this distorted view of yourself. You move from a simple warrior post-war into an empress, seeing what that war was, what it did, and how to build an empire from it. You are becoming so much more than you have ever been, Capricorn. I truly hope a good number of you watch this. You all deserve to hear it. It's time for you to move. You've thought enough, or rather, you haven't thought enough, and it's time for you to do so. You've tried to hide away from all of this. You've tried to lay down and close your eyes without it flashing across the backs of your eyelids, and you cannot do that anymore now, can you? You have to see clearly, as much as you may not want to. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But the things that hurt you, the things that have drained you, those are the things you must face. And you shall, gladly, which is incredible. And you shall realize that those wounds need not be your weapon. In fact, you can find a sense of peace, knowing you have survived them. And while of course it was unfair that you've gone through this, And it may have felt for a long time as if you had nothing, as if you were nothing. You get to move on. Perhaps you're moving in general, away from somewhere that holds nothing but negative memories. I do not know. But you are banishing the thoughts that once ruled your mind, the ones that hurt the most. You are shutting all of them out. And not in the sense that you were burying them, but in the sense that you are finally processing them. They cannot hurt you anymore. They will no longer be a part of... how can I put this? They will no longer rule you. That's the word I was looking for. Where you will rush in to take over. You will rush in with new thoughts. And I love this for you, I do. You'll have to rely on your intuition to figure out the best way to do this. For some people it's journaling, for some people it's some form of exercise, for some people it's music, for some people it's art, for some people it's cooking, whatever it is you happen to enjoy doing. Just do something other than throw yourself into work. That is simply a distraction, not a way to work through things. Because you must heal. You've spent so much time not healing, and it is time to do yourself the greatest justice of all. Pentacles do not necessarily have to be money, although it is very possible that you will find a great deal of money along your way, and if so, congratulations. Feel free to send me a couple bucks if you'd like. That is also a joke. You've been silent for too long about all of these things, and while you do not need to speak them to anyone necessarily, although maybe you are seeking a therapist, who knows, that's none of my business, you may finally be admitting them to yourself. Then we have the King of Cups in reverse. How interesting. You are breaking down those negative emotions, that negative self-perception. You are figuring out what caused them, and you are draining that cause. It cannot hurt you. You are done looking at everything that hurt you. You are done looking at them and allowing them to rule your life. You are recognizing the two cups behind you, yourself and your future. And perhaps anybody who's with you, as you know that the only person who has been allowing this to take over everything about you is yourself. You no longer have to be in that position of bondage now that you've recognized you're the one who's put yourself there from this distorted mental image. Maybe you're getting help for something. If so, I commend you. Because for so long you felt as if you had nothing and nothing to give. And you are now rejecting these thoughts. And again, Capricorn, I commend you. This is quite the journey. This is going to be the longest reading I do tonight. And you are rushing forward. You are rushing forward in life to action of any kind. Whatever it is that will aid you in your metamorphosis. And I am excited to see it. For this has weighed heavy on your mind for far too long. And it has kept you from truly loving yourself. And no longer will you be the person who ignores their own wisdom. You will be the person who recognizes your future and your worth. You do not need other people to find your worth. You alone hold the sword for your own future. You are ready to work on this, so that it may never hurt you like this again. Capricorn, as I've said, this is the most important message I may have ever had for you, so I do hope at least one person sees this. I'm quite happy to send such a message. I truly am. I'm excited to see everyone's journey. I'll be keeping a good eye on my Capricorn friends. I fucking love Capricorns. As a fellow earth sign, you're some of my favorite people, and I'm not saying that to pander. I genuinely do enjoy the company of Capricorns. As a Virgo. Now, this is what I have for you in the cards, and what wonderful cards you did receive. There is a subscribe button somewhere down there. You're more than welcome to click it, Capricorn. I will not tell you to. This is of your own free will. It is not my place to tell you to do anything. So, should you desire to come visit me again, that would be lovely. I would appreciate it. And Fridays are your weekly love reading, and I know people do adore those. Monday is your usual weekly reading. Wednesdays are your midweek reading to see how we're all doing. And then, we have our full moons and our new moons, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, shall we? My point is, if you would like to return, I would love to see you. And if you do return, I shall see you on Friday. So, all of this said and done, Capricorn. It was a pleasure. And I'll see you soon. Bye!